Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we would like to present you our presentation on human resource related challenges in Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Sandakan. So I'm Syairatul Hidayu binti Nasrul will present you the introduction of our presentations. So for the introduction, human resource refer to the people that make up an organization, business sectors, industries or economic workforce. Many businesses utilize human resource management because of its advantages. Human resource management is a strategic approach to managing people in a company or organization in such a way that they assist the company acquire a competitive edge. The current coronavirus pandemic, also known as COVID-19, swept the globe in a matter of weeks, significantly altering the lives of millions of people. Many businesses and organizations are battling to keep their doors open in this difficult time, and they must all find a way to keep their staff safe, comfy, and productive. Many human resource issues have developed as a result of COVID-19, which has thrown conventional businesses or organization functioning on its head. In this assignment, we had conduct virtual interview session related with the human resource department to identify the human resource challenges. We had conduct the interview session with the human resource officer, Ms. Dayang Hairani Azullah, the human resource officer in Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Sandakan. It was a government organization that located in Sandakan, Sabah. From the interview session, we had identified several challenges that related to human resource that had been faced by Ms. Dayang while serving as a human resource officer.
Hi, my name is Nuri Shahira, and now I will present about the main challenge in HR department during pandemic COVID-19. Number one is rule and regulation. Complying with government regulation is one of the top priorities of human resource expert. Change is the only constant in the changing corporate world. As a result, a corporation must be fully compliant with it. All HR teams must refer to the government corporate rules in their respective countries on a regular basis to ensure this. Significant fine and penalties will be imposed if the rule and regulation are not. Number two is rapid policy change. Since this is an unusual time, almost every company policy is affected and needs to be updated for the COVID-19 clause. Companies all over the world are forced to change their current business strategies in order to deal with the internal and external impact of novel coronavirus. To stay viable, a business must adapt, which entails making change. Since HR department is responsible for most of the company policies, they have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time. Number three is communication. Communication is a crucial issue that must be considered regardless of whether the labor works remotely or not. Companies need to interact with their employees promptly as information from government agencies, health authorities, and employees organizations change in a regular basis. It is tough to manage a workforce without a necessary communication channel. This pandemic had HR professionals on their toes, and they were on the lookout for remote working technologies that fit the company culture. Number four is working from home. The outbreak of COVID-19 result employers to encourage their employee to work from home. When work from home, to maintain a healthy work-life balance is practically hard for employees at this time due to the limited location open to the public. Hence, they end up stuck in their home. The biggest challenge when working from home is distraction. When they work from home, remaining productive throughout their working hours might be difficult even if they have a defined routine and a dedicated workspace. Number five, problematic employees. The company's challenge during this pandemic also include the need to address some of the trouble and problematic employees. Everyone procrastinates from time to time, but procrastinators make it an art form. For example, if they have a big project, this person waits until the last minute to do their job, causing everyone else to feel frustrated and anxious. Other than that, company also faced with a delegator. A delegator is an interesting kind of lazy person in that they work hard to avoid doing work. The delegator talk not being in a managerial role continually delegated work to others.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Arif Hafizan bin Abdurrahman. I will present about evidence. Okay, look at the slide here. About 8% of employees discipline have trouble complying with the other set rule. This is because they do not take serious while they are working. For example, there are a handful of employees who fall asleep while working. This has caused the workers to be less productive with the work that they do. Okay, next is the main problem is employee attitude problem. If see the data here, this is the highest data for employee issues when at work. There's more than 20%. This will cause the work that they do will be slow and tedious. Also, when the employees have a high personal problem. Okay, next is the employee experiencing stress problem. The data above shows the main factors that cause work stress is workload with a percentage of 46%. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the workers are instructed to work from home. Even it is actually easy for them not attend to work, but the work that they do is more than the work tasks in the office. If there's a sick employee, the other employees have to complete the work of their partner. Okay, last is communication problem. Communication work before COVID-19 was at a good level. However, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused difficulties in communicating with other employees. They can only communicate with other employees through social media. This has caused employees to be slow to receive any information from employers. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Sarahani binti Sakri. My meter number is BB1811064. Today I want to present about analysis and solution. Analysis: first, employee ethics and integrity. Ethics mean employee moral values such as discipline, guidelines, ethic, rule, policy and all the positive elements that can help manager carry out their responsibility effectively. Integrity is a positive quality and characteristic that exists as a whole in individuals and organizations. Most employees are undisciplined and do lazily work, whether in the office or work at home. Many workers are lazy to do their job, especially they have to work from home. Some employees who had to work in the office during COVID-19 would only attend to sign attendance but did not do their jobs. Second, lack of communication between employee and employers. Effective communication has 4 characteristics such as understanding, enjoyment, maintaining the trust of the target, and the presence of follow-up action. Communication is the foundation that can move and coordinate the activity of all functions that exist in an organization. With the existence of communication channel within the organization in the education sector, individual or group can interact, understand and exchange information with each other, but also be able to create continuous cooperation among staff. The COVID-19 pandemic also make it difficult for employer and employee to communicate because they are not face-to-face and need to have an online discussion. Third, work from home. Working at home can cause work to be delayed and unable to be complete on time. This is because the environment at home is not same the environment at office. They will lose focus for work when the environment is noisy at home. The stress of working at home is very high compared to working face-to-face in the office. Internet network problem also make it difficult for employees in educational organizations to work from home. This is because the area placed by some workers does not have a strong internet network. They are also unable to attend meeting online due to network disruption problem. Working shift to the office can reduce stress on employer in educational organizations.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuriza binti Hanafi. Today I will present about analysis, discussion and effect. The fourth analysis is an employee's attitude problem. These employees like to go out during working hours. Lack of regular supervision or higher officer not being in the office causes some employees to take the opportunities to go out during working hours. The fifth one is managing remote work. Managing this remote work has causes many problems and challenge to HR and employees, such as lack of communication, low internet connection, stress, family problem, home environment, and limited facilities. Workers complain that they do not have time to rest and take care of their family because their time is more focused on the job. Discussion. This interview was conducted to identify the HR challenge in the Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Sandakan during the COVID-19 pandemics. The scope of work HRM in the private companies is quite different from the scope work of HR in the Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Sandakan. HRM in the private companies, they put cost reduction as the top spot on their priority list. The implementation of MCO causes many private companies to be unable to cover expenses, including employee salaries, causing companies to decide to lay off employees. HRM in the private companies need to take drastic decisions such as laying off employees or retaining employees on unpaid leave. They also retain employees by offering salary package. HRM in private companies also do not want to hire new workers during this pandemic COVID-19. Different to HR in the Pejabat Pendidikan Daerah Sandakan conducted by Mrs. Dayang Hairani Azullah. They do not put cost reduction as the top spot on their priority list. They also said that they not make any layoff, retain employees on unpaid leave, or retain employees by offering pay package to them. The challenge COVID-19 had to face in HR was dealing with troubled employees and managing long distance work. Managing this remote work present a various challenge to HR. Among the challenge of managing remote work are lack of communication, low internet connection, stress, family problem, home environment, and limited facilities. Effect from the challenge in human resources management. The first one is the increases in productivity. Employees easily make mistakes if they work too much. Employees who are stressed with their job will make them forget important facts such as submission date, appointment date, and so on. This can cause major problem and project delay. Excessive workload is also seen to cause employees to experience stress, anxiety, and poor job performance, and it will result in decreases job satisfaction. Female workers also often face stress and sleep disorder because they have to take care of their families and the workplace. Sometimes they had to work until night to complete the work given by the employers. Insufficient rest and too much work will causes employees to easily face stress, and this will make the productivity of employees decrease, and in turn will increase the mistake of doing in a job. The second one is a lack of communication. Uncontrolled inflow of email and message will be a barrier to communication between employees. If there are too many emails and message, this will causes employees to take a long time to respond to those email and message. Also, too many message and email sometimes causes employees to miss work instruction or important information. Not only that, the causes of communication problem between HR and colleges is due to the low internet connection. If employees do not have a strong internet, then this will causes them to have a trouble understanding and listening to conversation between other workers. In fact, the discussion using Google Meet, Zoom, and Webex take a long time to end. Also, the impact of the lack of internet will make it difficult to HR to carry out the process of discussion, planning, decision making, giving work instruction, and monitoring the work of staff at all level at administration. The last one is increased mental and physical health problem. Excessive work and extreme fatigue can result in mental and physical health problem in employees, and this has a long-term impact on their performance in the workplace. Excessive work while working at home can lead to sleep disturbance, depression, and poor memory. Not only that, it can also cause health problems such as heart attack, diabetes, and stomach or intestinal problem. The illness faced by these workers will cause them to take decision stop working. They want to stop work. This will present various challenges to HR to find replacement for the vacancy of retired employees. This effect will result in organization incurring high costs in hiring and retaining new workers.
Solution. First, practice effective communication. The COVID-19 and MCO pandemic crisis has led to an increase in the competence of the use of the latest communication applications such as Google Meet, Skype, WhatsApp, Telegram, Microsoft Teams, Webex, and so on. Organization in education needs to plan to ensure the availability of the latest communication. Employers should be aware of the needs of staff in their organization to effective communication technique. Employers should also equip themselves with the knowledge of conveying or writing messages on social media that are clear, and be careful not to be misunderstood. Second, employer become facilitator of change. The facilitator of this change can be seen from the aspect of quality and standard of work of the employees in organization. The convention professional development approach of following formal training such as courses, workshops, and face-to-face training is no longer practiced nowadays. The employer as a facilitator of change has a great influence on the continuous improvement of professionalism in the organization. This includes personal quality, theoretical knowledge, strategic management practice, skill and technique of dealing with change. Third, provide ethic training to employees. Superior in educational organization need to conduct ethic and integrity training to develop employee awareness of ethics and achieve employee credibility as well as make ethical decisions. Ethic program also need to be established and operated for a specific period of time on a scale. The program hard to do online because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Employers should also make themselves role model in instilling an ethical environment to their subordinates. Employees will also try to avoid doing unethical and undisciplined things in the workplace. They will also think about the consequences of their action and the impact on others. The formation of this quality work culture will only be achieved if the employees in the organization practice comprehensive and positive for ethics and integrity natures. That's all from me.
So as for the conclusion, due to many challenges that are facing human resource department, there is a need for organization to adopt correct and workable policy that will not only ensure they alleviate these challenges, but also develop mechanism of dealing with such challenges in case they occur in the future. There are a lot of challenges and issues that related to the human resource, and it depends on how the organization and the businesses deal with it. Challenges and issues related with the human resource has the significant impact on the organization organization success. That's why it is very important for the company or organization to find a way to solve it. In particular, there is a need for implementing proactive human resource management in the organization that is very important since it would aid in the achievement of the organization in the future. So that's all from us. Thank you.